Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Cold Fire, and I'm doing a live tarot reading, which I've been really waiting for to channel for the last 1 month or so. There is a lot of information coming through as to what we can do to receive things in at the same time. Like there's support coming in from the universe, so I'm going to pull some cards from the universe first to understand what is happening, and then we'll get some star code astro cards. I need to find that deck, so just give me a minute. But there's definitely a lot of support coming in. So finally, fundings, loans, loans, whatever you need. But this is specifically for creative projects. So I don't know if this is for actual uh, retail businesses or manufacturing, that kind of thing. If it involves creativity, this is more of arts. This is films, music, television, streaming websites, internet content. It is more for those kind of things. People who have indulged in research, space research is also coming up. So people who have dedicated their life to pursuing, figuring out the answers of what our reality is made up of, right? I'm also getting that there can't be too many tarot readers. What I mean by that, it didn't come off right. It's like the more the merrier. The more people get into finding out their own answers, or finding out answers to the mysteries of the universe, solving the mysteries of the universe and our nature, the nature of our reality, the better. This is I'm getting very overwhelmed, and there's so much energy coming in. Like I'm getting so much energetic support from the creative collective. We are co-creating our reality. It's just information playing out. So the more we know, not one person, even if they can hold all the answers, we have 24 hours in the day to actually be able to compile that information. So it's basically like potluck. Okay, so one person brings in one thing, the other person brings in the other thing, and we are inspiring each other. Like in a while making a movie, filmmaking can teach us a lot. There are so many people involved in the process, so many different types of people, even the actors, the main cast, the star cast is have so many different, they come from many different backgrounds. Now more and more people can focus on their specific purpose. Earlier these were maybe not given that much preference when it comes to financial support, material support. Right now they are being given. It was mainly everybody trying to justify that whatever they're making will bring in revenue, bring in profits. Now we can be creative with our money. You needn't worry. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Big silly is the universe. So yeah, this is what I've been trying to say. You might not know, but you will. Think of someone very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always, the universe. This is the kind of support system I'm talking about. really meta. So what you're receiving is what you will have to put out in the end. So let's say the value, there is a lot of value being calculated in a personal system. If you value love, if you value some, if you have values, moral values, ethical values, creative values, like, if you have value as an actor, if you have value as a musician, if you have value as an author, writer, performer, that is dancer, a comedian, if you have values and that you are able to see that there is an extension of support, that is a support system that is replicated on the outside, whatever value you hold and you're building with whatever you are adding into that account within yourself, right? Your whatever you're depositing, whether it be time, even if you're just dedicating time to to your skill, to your craft, to your gift, right? That is creating a physical manifestation of support outside of you. And it is going to come in the form of human beings. You'll find what you seek. If you've ever suddenly found and being loved by someone amazing, awesome, fun, and fantastic, chances are astronomical you will again. If you haven't yet found such a person, chances are astronomical you will. It's up to you, the universe. Yes, definitely divine counterparts coming together. It's There's a lot of um, misinformation that goes floating around when it comes to divine counterpartship. It's just the one and only thing. It's not trial and error. So if you feel like you haven't found the one for you, it means that you have not. So do not settle, because it's being built. That bridge between you, the physical bridge between you and this person, is being built. It can come in the form uh, of what I'm sensing right now. It can come in the form of like a joint account, or a creative, working on a creative project, or marriage. Like, y'all might just get married together, married, and then do everything together um, later on, because more often than not, they your divine counterpart hasn't been awakened to their creative purpose, what they are supposed to be doing, what is their skill, what is their gift. And as soon as they start coming back towards you, they will start opening their awareness of their gifts and creative purpose here will start opening up, right? Okay, let's see what we have from the star codes. Astro oracles. Okay. Partnership. What was I just saying? This is divine partnership coming through. It's possible now. A dignified strength. There is strength in this. Y'all stood by each other. I see a lot of strength y'all will be showing. It's like there has been very conflicting and contradicting opinions about your partnership, about divine partnerships coming together. 1331, look at that, mirror numbers. Y'all are exact mirrors of each other. And believe it or not, both of you have been nurturing this connection. And series, it's springtime. It actually shows, bears fruits and flowers. It actually bears a gift. So now is the time, probably, where you are deciding if if this needs to go out. Like, you will start receiving information on the type of support system that is there, whether you need to whether you what is needed for nurturing, whether to come out into the open about your divine counterpartship, tell people the truth, or you need to shield it, protect it, and keep it very, very confidential and secret. At the time, we'll be seeing, and both the answer, both will require, both the sides, both, whatever it is, whether you need to show up publicly, or you need to still lay low and maintain your privacy and confidentiality of this connection. Both will require a lot of dignity and a lot of strength on your behalf. Whoever is listening, whichever one of the divine counterparts, whether it be uh, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever polarity is resonating with you, this is this is a two-way relationship. You might switch polarities multiple times during this reading, so whatever is resonating with you, that is your polarity at the moment. Do check whether it resonates with your masculine or your feminine side, whether it is a situation for you or your counterpart. This entire reading might resonate with your counterpart, and you might be a cross watchers. So it will become more clear to you on how to deal with the situation with their perspective in concern. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that I can connect with your energies more clearly and get you messages specific to your own situation. Sometimes signs of confirmation, synchronicities, number synchronicities I mentioned will be the cue for you to take action, or what the type of action that you need to take in your own situation. What riches do I carry within? Hold. It's a, okay. What enchants me? Wild bergamot delight. And here we have prairie soil. So this is soil, and this is a wildflower that's emerging out of the soil. So I think it's time, whoever is listening, am I fully claiming my authority? Defend. Whoever is listening, it's time for you to show up so that you can receive your support, receive your funding from your external situation, external life situation. Let's see if you gotta show up together or show up single. Okay, I'm gonna put all of these cards back after reading them one by one. There's too much. There's a lot of communication coming in from many, many different people. This is the type of work that you have always wished for doing. This is the kind of partnership that you wanted, right? This is the kind of work partnership and love partnership that you wanted, right? It's the situation is changing. There are massive changes coming in. There's definitely a conflict of interest here within a situation. There's a lot of deception. You've been carrying the burden of maintaining traditions, or upholding the upholding traditions, traditional way of doing things, and that is this is basically manipulating. This is mind manipulation and mind control very clearly over here. And you've been really feeling this weight because it it's in conflict with you. This entire agenda is in conflict with you, and this entire situation is changing. It's shifting. There is a lot of loss of money because contracts are breaking. There are divorces that have been happening. We have the Chariot, we have the Ten of Pentacles. there is a massive energy being invested in the bringing about a new reality, bringing about a new truth to the matter, new systems. This is manifesting really quickly. This entire scenario is manifesting really quickly. You're afraid of judgment. There is something that you're afraid of, judgment based on past system. This has got nothing to do with you. The reason why you're stressed out about it is because you don't feel yourself in the part of this system, this entire mind manipulation system, and you are worried that the judge you are going to be judged. But it's just that this there's a possibility that you are going to have to judge a bunch of people. Look at this, we have the Two of Cups here. This entire scenario has just shifted. You're just waiting for some kind of verdict. Instead of waiting, you've got to kind of speak it into existence, because this shift is happening. This You are being placed into a better, higher timeline, and all of the things that you need, your basic foundation, your money, resources, your partnership, your divine counterpart, all of this is here. It's here, and you've been moved into this. You need to close this chapter. There needs to be a closure, and this massive closure is going to happen. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yes, you're moving away. You've been moved out of this, and you think that in this new place, let's say you moved to a very big uh, one of the famous countries, Paris, Los Angeles, London, New York, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Shanghai. Like, you move to these really highly developed cities, metropolitans, right? And you got a fancy job, which is on at on the top floor of a very, very high rise building in prime property, prime real estate, right? And then you are worried that you are going to be judged by what you had to suffer all your life, and what you kind of put up with, you didn't speak up, and you chose not to speak up. You chose to let go of a small amount of money, and had to live in slight poverty for a few months, so that you could process what all that is wrong with the world and the universe, right? You think that is going to carry forward. That is not going to be carried forward whatsoever. It's just that you are judging yourself based on what was happening around you, outside you, what has always been happening around you, outside you, in your family, in the place that you come from, where things are very, very communal. Yeah, there's something communal about this. Yeah, it's always happened. Maybe you were born in a family with some religious ties to uh, the local community, or you are from a small town where you had the systems are very different compared to metropolitan. There is no anonymity. Everybody knows everyone, and everybody has to follow these traditions, which are very smothering, very cumbersome. And the people of the new age, especially star seeds, I did not see much of such star seeds, but purely human soul that have been around for generations after generations, stepping in. Y'all have seen how these old systems, these traditional systems, um, have been a failure. They don't. You've had to reject true love in the past, and you think that you will not be respected for it. Think your person, your divine counterpart, kind of will remember that you rejected them while you were dealing with something very old, outdated, toxic, and traditional. That's what I got from the Mystic Monday Tarot deck. Let's see what we have the Nine of Swords here again. It's just that you you're having nightmares about something that happened previously while we were dealing with something very, very, very challenging, very ancient and old and traditionally challenging. Like generation after generation of human beings, more evolved human beings, more conscious, more uh, human beings with more value towards the arts and culture and evolution of humanity and sciences, right? They have always suffered with these challenges. This is something new, not something new. Everybody understands this. Let me shut the window. There's construction going on. That's much better. Okay, so what you're what you're unable to see is that okay, you might be moving so fast towards towards a future that was blocked was blocked on purpose. This is divine intervention. This is, you can't see what's ahead in the future for you right now. That is what I'm getting, because this is something that you're supposed to, this is very fresh and very original. This is a very unique love story. This is a very unique partnership. This is divine counterparts in a very normal day-to-day routine setting here. This is, this is a very powerful connection that is being played out in the mortal coil, in in a very a normal world, in a very day-to-day world. It carries its, you're learning about it, you're learning about how to stabilize this connection because it's moving around really fast and you feel like you are missing out on something that missing out on some kind of knowledge or some kind of appearance. So you're constantly waiting for it to catch up with you. You might have moved too fast and too fast and furious. King of Cups, like there, I think there was like a release of all of this potential energy, of this emotions and feelings. It was, and it like fueled the chariot, and you moved so fast that the information that was being compiled about your future, it's like you went faster than the speed of light. It's like you, or no, you did not go faster than the speed of light, because nothing goes faster than the speed of light. There's a natural law. You went as fast as the speed of light. That means it just made your reality timeless. It just made it timeless. So it's not in the future, it's not in the past, it's right here. That's why you can't see it in the future. You can't see the future because everything is the present moment for you right now. That's, your energy is moving in alignment with the speed of light. That is the fastest thing in the world. So if you go and read up about this, I do not think I will be able to explain to you in this tarot reading what it means to move with, along with the speed of light. There is a big explanation behind it. This is how you're witnessing, this is how you are witnessing things in your physical surrounding, based on your based on the frequency of your soul. And your soul frequency is completely in alignment with light. That's why you are a light worker. I'm speaking to a light worker. You are bringing in the information of how things materialize and how things are going to materialize. That's why it's you, because you can't go faster than the speed of light. You are somebody who does not see the future, but in relative to people who are very slow and low vibing or still much younger, they haven't had the experience of the King of Cups, right? These are younger people. These are the Page of Pentacles people. These are these are much younger souls, or these are souls that have just begun evolving or realizing that there is evolving to be done here. There are some gifts that now are becoming a responsibility, something that you're supposed to learn, like extrasensory perceptions, psychic abilities, telepathic communication. People now, the general public around you is realizing that your their intentions are clearly being heard by the divine collective, which has appeared amongst them in their physical material world reality, into uh, in form of a human being, a couple in love. We're trying to work a relationship, trying to fight these battles, right? Not knowing where it's heading, because they're supposed to be the ones showing the path, and to a very very blindfolded generation of people. So it's like uh, light workers will generally check in with the intention of their fellow human beings around them. And right now what you're seeing is you're seeing their future. You might be seeing their future. Some people are blocked from being sent to into the vast infinite ocean, because their intentions, their ability, their creative abilities are blocked. Their intentions are bad, and that's why their vision is blocked. You are not receiving any set of instructions from the source for some type of people, and you're turning your back on them. This is very challenging for you, possibly, to leave behind people like that, to abandon people. Yeah, but these are karmic people. Look at the difference between this, the Lover's card and the Devil card. There, these people who are they have, there's definitely some kind of cord that they have placed, a connecting cord. It's like you're going to have to leave a lot of people aside, because you realize that they have kept you chained to them in one way or the other, and it's repulsive now. It's just that you you're unable to to watch it. You don't want to ever see that type of a connection again. You turn your back on it really fast, and you're learning how to move forward and away from this really really fast, right? Things are changing very quickly because of this decision that you've made to no longer, okay, yeah, look at that. Karmics are failing. They're being these chains, these binding chains, these binding cords are being detonated. Any narrative, any setup, any coercion, any setup that was put in place because of uh, family relations, friends circle, um, alumnus groups, or peer groups, social groups, community, local community, anything because of which these karmic entities, these ones who are incapable of envisioning the truth of the present moment, who are keeping you bound and stuck in something to them, so that they can feed off of your energy, right? All of those binding contracts, all of those binding activities, all of those coercive activities are being blown out of existence. Those narratives are being completely blown out of existence. We have the King of Cups clarified by the High Priestess here. Intuition, powered by intuition. You know who this person is. You know victory is here. The karmic people are finding it very, very challenging to, let me tell you, to be around your energy. You might feel like, they are getting repulsed, and they they start back tracing. You can see it in their face. They get hit with like a force, the chariot. They get hit. You know how to ride this chariot right now. You've developed the skills. It's like you know how to use your vessel in the most optimal level. And it's like you're constantly learning something new about your own physical body, the life forces that are within you, right? And these people don't want you to see, are incapable of seeing that, because it's just that you're too evolved, and you're too fast, or you're too too fast a learner. You learn really fast. Like, that's the combination of the Page of Pentacles and the Chariot. You learn really fast. There is some internal navigation system that you have that is powered by like source intuition. So at the source, things are constantly being changed and molded according to reach closer to perfection, right? So a lot of crap gets thrown out at the same time as things shift, right? And are reaching closer and closer in alignment with the true nature of the universe, to true nature of it, reaching true alignment with the forces, the cosmic forces, and laws, right? Laws of nature. As as the source in intuition becomes more clearer, and understanding increases, the it's becoming more and more unsustainable for these low vibing karmic energies, these interfering energies, these energies that pose challenges, just like disruptions and distractions. And the more the universe is perfecting itself, its algorithm, right, the more the simulation is more the simulation gets closer to the nature of the true nature of our reality, the more these people disappear into the unknown, the more you are, it's like you're being blindsided by certain people, which is working out in your favor, because you can't see all of the interference patterns. You can't hear them. You're able to block it out. You'll be able to turn your back to all of these manipulation techniques. Like, there is a set of people here, there's a set of people that you have turned your back on, to who had you chained, to them, in the name of family, friends, peer group, social group, community, local community, money, business, investment, whatever it is. And it's now seeming like a joke for you. It's like a joke, because it's just that you realize that how to use the optimal usage of this vessel that is hosting your soul, right? And is connecting you with the source in the physical dimension. It's just that a lot of information is coming in which only you are privy to, and the people who are not privy to that are, you're able to easily ignore them, because there is no resonance between what you are sensing within them, like, if you try and connect with them telepathically, if you try and see what is going on inside their mind, it's like you're getting blocked because there is nothing going on there that is in alignment with you. It's just that you see that these people have, like, are the only thing that they have got going on in their mind is placing blocks and challenges, and getting you kind of addicted to being blocked, your progress being blocked. But you've had a hit from the universe. You've got some kind of guidance coming in from a god source, like this, the potential energy, like, the singularity in the middle of the black hole, like, that information just like you connected, you had a glimpse of it, you successfully kind of had a glimpse of all of that information that is there at the source of the universe. And it's going to mean different for the entire collective, because everybody's perspective is different, but we know that we have a common source of information. And these people, these karmics, were responsible for blocking our connection with the source, right? They were the personification of an adversary, a block, an actual block, like a hurdle, like a tsunami, uh, wave, kind of a wall, right? Okay, that was pushing you further away from reaching the depths of the ocean here, that it was making you stop in your tracks. And now what it's like every time they deprived you of this connection, every time they placed a block on you, you you realize that you were changing, uh, changing course, changing direction. You were catching the frequency of changes, constant changes. That is the wheel of fortune. You might have been a little lost, you might have been a little confused about uh, true love. You might have thought that it's about choices, and there, yes, definitely you have choices, but what you've been learning right now more clearly, one second, oh my god, what you've been learning more clearly is that there is one perfect match for you, and they have been around, or around you. Their energy has always been around you, like their spirit has been around you now. And these people had you chained to them and distracted you from receiving this kind of support and this kind of partnership from your twin soul, your divine counterpart, soulmate, whatever, best friend, whatever it is that resonates with you. They had you distracted. There are many distracting narratives going on around here with these people, and that's how they place blocks, right? uh, a friend of mine, he's a software developer, and they really developed this very advanced software which has natural language recognition. It puts out, it visualizes raw data just at the click of the button. Okay, so I was struggling to finish a book. Like, he had seen me read like two books in a day, and there was just a phase of 2 months I was stuck at page 10 or 11. Okay, and he just said, you know what, concentration needs practice, distraction is easy. So that is the truth of the thing, that is the truth of the game, that's the name of the game, right? These people were put in your path. Whoever had you chained through anything, all of that was a distraction put in place. That the distraction comes in the form of a block. It's easy to place a block. Okay, it is much more challenging to learn how to move forward, to be focused and determined on your path, on learning more about the mysteries of the universe and the nature of our reality, right? And the nature of of reality is all quantum entanglement. We have read it everywhere. It has been accepted, right? So we are created in pairs. Our soul is created in pairs. There are multiple realities, but this pair is always constant. There is that one divine, we call it divine counterparts, twin flames, again, soulmates, best friends, whatever label you want to give this. The core principle is quantum entanglement, right? That is what is that partnership between the two polarities, the masculine and the feminine. Both of you will be mirroring to each other uh, what it means. Okay, the divine masculine will have his qualities mirrored to him from the divine feminine, and the divine feminine will have her qualities mirrored to him through the divine masculine. Sometimes what happens, the divine masculine is much, much heavier, okay? Like the King of Cups sits very heavy. The energy, you might notice, like it sits very, very heavy. It makes one. Both of us have the divine masculine and the divine feminine, okay? But we need another body to reflect it to us, to the other polarity. If we're finding ourselves in the masculine polarity, then we need another body which is perfectly mirroring us, in entanglement with us, reflecting to us what our polarity, the missing polarity, right? The one that we don't find ourselves in, is trying to tell us. Both work together, and that's what success is. That is what true learning and true exploration. These are we are explorers. We're supposed to explore the truth, again, the mysteries of the universe. The second that we learn, the source learns as well. And the source, God, the super soul, the supreme almighty, the universe, is learning exactly at the same time that we learn, right? So if we've had a glimpse, if we've had a revelation, right, of the singularity in the middle of the black hole, at that moment the universe integrates that knowing, that revelation, that knowledge, and helps you create a better reality around you. It is all materializing into something. There are physical manifestations based on your knowledge and your ability to communicate to the source. Now these people are placing this, karmic souls are supposed to be opponents, okay? The true karmic souls, the souls that are supposed to teach us about karma, they are supposed to be the strongest opponents that helps you break through this barrier and move forward, right? But now there are a bunch of fakers, the ones who are just low vibing souls, who can only feed off of higher vibrating souls. Now there comes a time when karmic lessons are done for you, but your karmic teachers, right? It could Your karmic teacher can be a certain situation. It can be a group of people, like family, business, a network, social network, the local community, your neighborhood, or the country that you live in, the political alliance that you have, or anything to do with your specific health conditions that you have, right? It could be anything, right? Maybe you're into sports. If you're into some form of art, if you're a writer, that you could have by being an author, you're learning a karmic lesson. So everybody that you meet in due course of you creating your work could be a karmic teacher. But what happens is that the intensity of that karmic teacher and student connection is that it is quite strong. It attracts the most lowliest of uh, uh, beings towards you, and then they get used to living their life in the perks of teaching you a lesson and creating. It's like they just realize that they can only be like a block, like a mental block, and the physical block, that's all they are capable of doing. They have not learned anything else. Now you're blasting that kind of debris or that kind of hurdles or those kind of roadblocks away. You are getting help. Maybe you're not even doing this consciously. You are getting help from an entity, like the entity governing learning of karmic lessons. And once a soul is done with the karmic lesson, they're done with the karmic lessons, and it needs to go away. Otherwise it keeps pulling at the supreme entity that teaches karma, or we can call it karma, the supreme entity karma. And we in our mythology we have related it to time as well, right? The wheel of fortune is time, dharma, karma. It's all in, it's like an all-in-one kind of a package here, the wheel of fortune, right? So now this entity that is karma is overseeing, teaching karmic lessons as such, had to place some low vibing soul that was hanging on to your energy till you learned the lesson, but or learned how to continuously keep learning and bettering yourself, right? You're till you reach the point of being self-taught here with the king and king of cups and the high priestess here. Your intuition teaching you about your own potential energy, which you can put it into kinetic energy, which is really fast here. You're moving towards successful understanding of your own energy. Potential energy is the energy that is housed inside of you, which is your soul, right? The king of cups doesn't express it much because doesn't find any resonance outside, but the intuition is guiding the king of cups energy very fast towards this lovers situation, towards the physical body of your partner and the arrangement that is in place for you. It's a dynamic space that the relationship is an actual like space time continuum between two divine counterparts, right? Every The relationship is literally like the entire time and space continuum, and you will definitely have some kind of blocks in placed in between you. It is part of the plot, but now it is unnecessary. Now it is literally unnecessary. So these energies need to go so that your real partnership can come into play, because that is the real reality of you. That is what you've been seeing. That is what you've glimpsed inside the singularity, inside the oneness of everything. You have sensed this connection, and you've seen the creative power of it. So you can create a detonation and ending of these blocks, this residue from the karmic lessons chapter that you have closed recently. The wheel of fortune is also meant to be for closure. I'm going to get uh, a few one or two or three cards from the Edmund Dulac deck. These are very poetic decks, like cards, sorry. They give you a very poetic visual representation of this. This is mind harvesting. Like, look at this. These sirens will lure wise minds, drag them to the bottom of the deck. This is the Eight of Swords. That is the mind trap, right? And they will speak. They will say things that they will just focus on extracting the mental energies, like business ideas or whatever. And and again, like, this is the Temperance card. You can see that it's just extracted and it's just being um used as some kind of trophy. These people want to be like trophy spouses, like trophy wives, so trophy husbands, and things like that. These are the kind of karmics that are left right now. They're not even the real deal. They're not even like a proper spouse. They're just like trophy. They've just stolen a lot of mental energy. They're just copycats, not even doppelgangers. It's just literally copying things that they have heard, just parroting things that they've heard. And temperance is delay. It's supposed to be attached with the alchemical process, but in this a card, the imagery is just, I just see like, a very low vibing feminine carrying a pail of water, uh, that is just like extracted life forces, mental energy from other highly evolved souls. the, she cannot sustain herself in this spectacular third dimension without stealing from someone, like draining the life forces, draining their ideas. We have three major arcana here. We have the hermit, we have the hierophant, and we have the moon card here. Then we have the four of wands, and we have the two of wands. Like I said, they're again looking towards the skies, trying to find what you have. That is what I am coming that I'm seeing. There is somebody who's looking up at the skies and trying to extract or contain these powerful energies of, like, they see you, your soul energy projected in the skies. The hierophant, like, the higher self, they can see your higher self somewhere in the sky. Somebody just like lurking around the dreamscape, astral projecting around the dreamscape to catch a glimpse of your higher self and your akashic records. And all they're seeing is like you are ready for your, this is four of wands. This is supposed to be the 1111 card, but the imagery is here, is different here. It's like they see you doing your own thing. You have your friends around you, your soulmates, your soul family around you, and there's some kind of want of that. Like they keep wanting this. Like, this is the kind of people, the people who keep wanting to have what you have are being like blasted out of the building, like blasted out of the simulation reality, your narrative, your timeline, whatever resonates with you. Hi Pittsburgh 10. I don't know why it's trying so hard, sending magic, etc. I want to block me. This reading is so accurate. That's crazy. I know something was weird. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's without you, they don't exist. It's like, what is a karmic lesson? It's supposed to be something very opposite to you, like, opposites attract. That's what we say, right? Pittsburgh, if you're listening, Pittsburgh 10, opposite attract. It's that is that kind of, this statement, opposite attract, is that typical technique to get you attached to a karmic lesson in a very, very core way. It's like the opposite. Opposition is opposition. And once you have learned your lesson from being faced with something that is completely opposite to you, in contradiction with you, in conflict with your core frequency, your core value, your core nature, right? Once you are done with that lesson, you turn your back on it. And there are many, many things that can be opposite to you, because you are something, you're made out of many different things, right? So you face opposition in many, many aspects of your life. Where we struggle the most is when it comes to romantic relationships, a genuine partnership. We met last year and spoke a few times. We met at a bad ever since meeting her. My life went left for a minute. I spent some time connecting the dots. It all makes sense. We only spoke a few times, never had in or anything. She was working against me the whole time. Energy, vampire, jealous, etc. Okay, yeah, met at a bar. Okay, okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You will meet that. But I think you were done with your karmic lesson phase of your soul's journey or your journey in this lifetime a long time ago. It's just that you might have not uh, put that information out there into the universe that, hey, I'm done learning about opposites. Now I want equal. I want somebody who is in alignment with me, not somebody who has to tie me down. You've got to put that message out there into the universe. Otherwise, you're still going to have these low vibing souls. I don't even think they're proper souls. They have lost so much of the energy being your opponent or being placed in opposition to you. And also, like, the soul wants to be informed. We are all one soul in the end, right? The soul wants to be informed about which part of it that needs to go. Like sometimes we have like a tooth that is rotting away. There is an organ that needs to be cut out. There is a bone fragment that is lingering around somewhere in your body that needs to be removed, right? So you need to who is supposed to inform the source? It's you. If you are witnessing a part of existence that is harmful, poisonous, is attacking you. It's like a cancerous seed that can expand. You're supposed to inform the inform source, God. You're supposed to do that. I think that is one thing that we are missing. But you don't have to worry much about this, because the universe has had enough information from a lot of people to now understand that these karmics, these jealous karmic, these opposite energies need to basically be blasted out of oblivion. But if you have any specific request to make, if you feel that you have a stalker or a spy around you who's energetically stalking and spying you, uh, uh, going through your akashic records, looking at your imprint in the akasha and what your actual soul features are like, and spying on your connection with your divine counterpart wherever they might be in this existence and universe, they are going to manifest. They are going to be presented in front of you in a physical form. And these people are just trying to cause delay, or trying to hoping hoping or wishing that that they receive that place. But that's not going to happen. That's going to fail, because they are being deleted. They're being looked at as interference. They're being looked at as a, a bad projection, bad projection of the truth. It's not even outright lie. The truth is being presented in very, very uh, demeaning manner through this person. Yeah, okay. There is so much. We met. Okay. Why does she want to block me? This reading, so that's crazy. Or it's this female woman last year. She literally was studying me. We met last year and spoke a few times. We met at okay, sorry, where was I? 100% praying I met the right person. She's so weird. It's hard for me to sleep at night. It's like she's trying to control me. I seen her. She was replicating my every move. At one point, is she working some type of magic? I've been praying hard to block all negative energy. Karma is going to be real for her. Less so sad, jealous of what. God bless me. Yeah, look, you have support from the universe. You have support from all of us, light workers, tarot readers, divination masters. It's just that if you just understand the reality, or if you are unable to understand why this person exists and why this person came into your life, it's better to just turn your attention completely away from them, turn your back towards them, leave, go far away, block them out. If they are trying to block you, is because they're just jealous and they see that you are so much more larger than life, and they are not even like a speck of dirt. They are something that is going to be wiped off the face of reality and the universe. Their existence is going to be wiped off, right? You got a glimpse into the singularity inside the black hole, and they are reaching there. So they are going to call out to you, they're going to copy you. So they think that the source will not recognize the difference between you and this person, or you and between your counterpart and this person. That's just stupid. That is a mental problem. They have an issue with their own reality, right? They don't have much to go with. They don't have a counterpart. They don't have a life purpose. They're here just to be slaughtered. They're just to be an example of what is wrong with the super soul and the universe. They are the mistakes that are presented to us so that we don't repeat them. We remove it out of our behaviors here on the 3D plane. So that is why they are lessons. Okay, look at them. Whatever they're doing is just such a gross mistake. And once you learn what mistakes are our best teachers, right? So some you are too intelligent, you're too highly connected here. Look at that, the hermit card, the hierophant, the moon, right? This is divine feminine energies. I think you're finding yourself in divine feminine polarities, and in command of your divine feminine polarity, so that you can actually uh, release this potential energy of the divine masculine polarity and bringing out into fruition. So there's definitely going to be nothing in the course of your life in the 3D material world that is going to lead you to do such despicable things as to pretend to be somebody else, so that uh, you can go in their place, because you have too much going on here for you are doing a lot. There is so much that you are supposed to do in this physical plane in this particular lifetime. So you are going to catch a lot of attention from a lot of people. You're one of the chosen ones, right? You're one of the chosen ones. So you're going to catch a lot of attention, and the people will going to hold on to your energy, right? People who are going to keep on disturbing you and distracting you, hoping that you will be bent out of shape, and the universe will not recognize you. They don't understand. This is very stupid. This is a mental problem. This is a severe mental issue. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I've got to go. Now I will be back again in a couple of hours. If you subscribe and hit the notification bell, I do live readings mostly, right? So you will be informed when I'm going live, and and we can catch up and speak a little more. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came across my channel. It's so good to have another friend here who resonates with my readings. Uh, y- please hit the notification bell as well, Pittsburgh. It'll be so nice to have you around during the live sessions. Your energy is very wonderful, and I will catch you soon. I've got some house chores to do, and the house help will be here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shut this reading. It's amazing, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a lovely, lovely day or night ahead. Bye.